Alex Creighton back at Thompson Valley High School. We're just a few minutes away from the boys' game tonight here between Thompson Valley and the Fort Morgan Mustangs. Our game tonight brought to you in part by B&B Appliance. They're at 502 Ensign in downtown Fort Morgan. They're the place to shop for all your appliance needs. B&B Appliance is a member of the Brand Source Retail Program. The Fort Morgan Mustangs beat Weld Central 53-51 in the second game of the season. That was the second round of that opening season tournament on that Saturday, where they actually played a couple of games. And the Mustangs have dropped their other 6 games so far, so they have a record of 1-6. Thompson Valley, meanwhile, comes into tonight's game with a 5-3 record. The Mustangs have finished up their warm-ups, and they are getting ready for the introduction of the starting lineups. The Mustangs are coached by Chad Unrein, assisted by Harrison Chisholm, Paul Gertz, C.W. Scott, and Matt Sniglio. The Mustangs, as they came off the floor, kind of did a high-five line with the coaches. And with that many coaches, that worked for a pretty good line. And we will have the starting lineup announced here momentarily. Mustangs looking to add to their season 1-6 total. And the Eagles for Thompson Valley, again, coming into tonight's ball game, 5-3. If you're just joining us, the girls' game just finished up about 20 minutes ago or so, a dominating performance by the Thompson Valley girls. They won the girls' game by the score of 76-20. We had a national anthem before the girls' game. Not sure if we're going to have a Pledge of Allegiance or another national anthem before the boys' game here. The Thompson Valley team is lined up along the entire sideline. Looks like we're going to just go straight into the introduction of the starting lineups. We're just a couple minutes away from the tip-off of tonight's second half of our doubleheader between Thompson Valley and Fort Morgan, and we'll bring you that tip-off after this on B106 and B106.com. Back at Thompson Valley High School. Starting lineups being announced for both teams. They did go ahead and do another version of the national anthem before the boys' game. The Mustangs just introduced. A little bit of understatement. Now we've got some dramatic music starting on the PA system as the starters for the home Thompson Valley Mustangs will be introduced. Starting lineups are brought to you by Cargill Meat Solutions. Cargill Meat Solutions takes as much pride in the community as they do in the products that they provide to their consumers. They're part of the KSIR B106 Scholarship Program. So some big music and a tunnel of cheerleaders and coaches and reserves for the Eagles. They're introduced one at a time. Head over and shake the hand of Coach Unrein. Then gather at the center circle. They're also doing fist bumps with the 3 officials standing in front of the scorer's table. Trent Baisley, a 6'6" senior, being introduced, along with Johnny Tomerlou, a 6'3" junior. Mike Oliva, a 5'9" sophomore. Carson Ushot, a 6'3" senior. And Sam Baca, a 6'3" junior, being introduced as the starters for the Eagles. They'll be wearing their home white uniforms with the dark numbers, the word Eagles across the front chest. The Mustangs in their home black with the maroon numbers and maroon trims. Trim the Fort Morgan on the front of their jersey. We are just about ready for the second half of tonight's doubleheader. In the Thompson Valley girls victorious over the Fort Morgan girls, and we are set to go. The Mustangs will be going right to left. P.J. Schneider in the center circle, and the Eagles control the tip and quickly down the floor all the way, unmolested. A reverse hand layup by Baisley. Follow-up, no good by Olivas. Check that, that's blocked, and now the Mustangs. As the Eagles fail to score on their opening possession, Mustangs bring it down the floor quickly the other direction. They are going to be working against a man-to-man defense to try to get it inside. Outside to Schneider. Up high to Anderson. Left side to Lopez. Lopez working that left wing. Cross-court pass to the right side. Anderson just outside the arc. Short rebound ripped down by the Eagles and almost tied up. Now they're going to call it traveling. So Schneider stuck his hand in there. Thought he might get a tie-up call. Then Pomerleau fell down and a turnover on the Eagles. So with no score here in the opening minute, the Mustangs will throw it in under their own bucket. That's Anderson. Lobs it in. Schneider underneath, picks it up off the floor, gets back, puts it up. No good. Rebound fought for. Ball on the ground. The Eagles pick it up. A minute in. No score in the ball game. Eagles quickly to the other end. Man-to-man defense being played by Fort Morgan. 3-point attempt from the top of the arc. Off the back of the rim. No good. That's by Olivas. The Mustangs with the rebound. Hit the other direction. From outside the arc, Lopez for 3, and he opens the scoring for the night. Leo Lopez makes it 3-0 Mustangs. Eagles in 2 quick passes down the floor. They're on the baseline and lose the handle out of bounds, but I think Schneider touched it last, so Thompson Valley will retain possession. Leo Lopez opens the scoring tonight, 3-0 Mustangs. Basically thinks about a three-pointer for the Eagles, passes it up. Now the Eagles pull it out, reset their offense. Mustangs in a 1-3 zone. Matching up on the 2 guards up high. Eagles swing it to the left side. Mustangs with 2 small guards up front, the 3 big guys down low. The Eagles kind of trying to probe the defense, see where there might be a weakness, and it's not Nick Garber because he steals it away. Gets it ahead to Lopez. Thinks about a shot. Kicks it into Schneider, back out to Lopez. Right side is Garber, bouncing around, no good. And the Eagles rip down the rebound. That's Trent Baisley for the Eagles. Schneider hits it away, can't get the ball back. The Eagles get it back. We are 2 minutes in, and the Mustangs force the turnover. The Eagles coach is up off the bench. Thought he maybe wanted a timeout. He's just calling the play. The Mustangs are going to work against full court pressure being put on by the Eagles. A 1-2-1-1 full court zone press. The Mustangs still don't have it across the timeline. Now they need to hurry. The ball swatted away by the Eagles, and it's knocked out of bounds. That's a break for the Mustangs because they'll get a new 10-second count. They do have to throw it in on the far baseline. That's where the ball wound up. Anderson in front of the doors into the gym there in the far corner. The Mustangs will throw it in with 5:35 to go in the opening quarter. Fort Morgan with the only 3 points in the ball game here in the early going. Olivas on the right side gets it, tries to get it down low to Anderson, goes out of bounds. The Mustangs recover it right at half court. Thompson Valley wanted a backcourt call. That would have been really, really close. Probably could have been called backcourt as he recovered it right there at the half court line, stepped into the backcourt, came back in. Now Schneider just inside the arc. Too hard. Rebound. Fought for Mustangs, lucky not to get a foul call there. As rebounded from behind. No fouls on either team. We're 3 minutes in, 3 points on the board. They're all a Leo Lopez triple. That's the only points in the ball game. Had quite a bit of back and forth. That 1 3-pointer, the only points in the game. Eagles working against that zone being played by the Mustangs. And Bustos able to break the scoring for the Eagles. And meanwhile, the Mustangs shot up, no good. Eagles with the rebound. They're quickly down at the other end. And now a 3-point attempt pulled up. And a follow-up in the lane. Another follow-up by Bustos. And he's no good. He got that bucket the last time down, got a couple of looks there, not able to convert. Now the officials say, please stop the clock. It's still running. Okay, what they're announcing is that the clock at the end where Thompson Valley is playing is malfunctioning. So the official score is down here at the other end. That's the clock that the Mustangs will be going towards. So that's a slight advantage for them here in the half. And now a 3-second violation as we speak of time. Looks like maybe they've got the clock synchronized now. That's very distracting to have that clock going crazy. It's 3-2 Mustangs leading here in the very early going. We're at the midpoint of the first quarter. Each team with one field goal. The Mustangs from behind the arc, the Eagles from inside the arc. Anderson gets it inside and out of bounds, but not touched by the Eagles. Coach Enright signals play number 1. That'll be the inbounds play keyed in by Anderson under the Mustang hoop. Looking, needs to get it in. Does, but the Eagles knock it away and a turnover on the Mustangs. 3:45 to go in the opening quarter. 3-2 Mustang. Baseline drive, shot swatted away by Anderson. The Mustang fans show great appreciation for that. A nice play by Aaron Anderson, and he just swatted that away out of bounds. Checking in for Fort Morgan now is Devin McConnell. His first playing action of the night, first substitute for the Mustangs. And the Eagles throw it away. So Fort Morgan will have the ball. Again, that clock going crazy at the end where Fort Morgan has their back to, fortunately. Mustangs break the pressure, almost get another backcourt as the ball was across the line, and then they passed it sideways to a player just coming across the timeline. Mustangs now working against 1-2-2 zone pressure. Oh, maybe they're matching up. The Eagles putting pressure on that perimeter with 3:15 to go. Mustangs still looking for a shot. They've had very few quality looks at the hoop so far tonight. McConnell looking for a teammate, tries to get it to Garber, and the Eagles steal it away. Quickly on the fast break the other direction, they're not able to convert. They kick it back out, and on their secondary break, turn it over on the traveling call. Nash Bledsoe checks in for the Mustangs with just under 3 minutes to play in the opening quarter. Neither team able to get untracked here in the first quarter. Fort Morgan leading 3-2 over the Thompson Valley Eagles. Mustangs working against a full court pressure, basically a three-quarters court. That's where they took it in. And T.J. Schneider goes to the hoop, but he is fouled. He traveled, but it's because of the contact. He's not going to get credit for the shot he was attempting to make, but the Mustangs will throw it in under their own basket. First foul on either team. We are 4 minutes in, 5 minutes in, and Anderson finds Schneider under the hoop, and Schneider converts. Nice inbound play there by the Mustangs, and that makes it 5-2. Eagles, meanwhile, connect from just inside the free throw line. That's Garcia. And the Mustangs turn it over as they throw it back in after the made basket. So Garcia with the second bucket of the night for the Eagles. And it's Mustangs 5, Thompson Valley 4. Couple of field goals for each team. 5-4 with 2.5 minutes to go here in the opening quarter. Some good defense being played. Not a lot of quality looks at the basket for either team tonight. Thompson Valley almost traveled there. Now a foul. Let's see who that's on. It's going to be on the Mustangs. I did not see that. Nash Bledsoe whistled for the foul. He was in the vicinity of the ball, but I didn't see that. The ball just arrived over on that side of the floor. First foul on the Mustangs. 2:15 to go in the opening quarter. Fort Morgan leading Thompson Valley 5-4 here at Thompson Valley High School. Steal by Garber. Dribbles at the length of the floor, loses the handle, going back away. And now Thompson Valley wants to call a timeout. The coach calls a timeout as his team stole the ball and was starting a fast break He wants to talk it over. With 2:05 left to go in the opening quarter, the Mustangs leading 5-4 over Thompson Valley. Back after this on B106. Thompson Valley will throw it in from their backcourt and bring it across unpressured as we hit the 2-minute mark of the opening quarter. Fort Morgan leading Thompson Valley 5-4. Anderson swats a shot out of the air, steals it himself, picks it up off the floor after he blocked it, gets it ahead to Schneider. Schneider tries to drive into the lane, pulls out, looking for a teammate. McConnell finds Schneider. Now up high, Anderson directing traffic. Man-to-man defense being played by the Eagles. 90 seconds to go in the opening quarter. That's McConnell. Left baseline. Out to Garver. Garver penetrates, gets it to Schneider. Schneider looking for some room. And my goodness, he's called for an offensive foul. He must have just turned with that elbow as he turned toward the hoop. Not a lot of contact, but he was called for the offensive foul turnover on the Mustangs. Scott Baker checks in for his first action of the night. Schneider will sit down and rest. Second team foul on the Mustangs. Minute 15 left to go, and a traveling call on the Eagles. So they turn it right back over to Fort Morgan, who's leading 5-4. Both teams with a couple of buckets. Leo Lopez with the triple. That's the difference in the ball game in the first 7 minutes. Fort Morgan leading by a single point. Low-scoring first quarter. Mustangs break the pressure, setting up their offense. Baker drives the baseline, kicks it out. That's Garver. Up to Anderson. Anderson driving the left side. And he's called for a travel as he tries to stop and kick it back out. That's Aaron Anderson. Turnover on the Mustangs. Now Lopez checks back in, see if he can find the range from 3 points before this quarter ends. Final minute of the opening quarter. Second half of tonight's doubleheader. Fort Morgan leading by a point, 5-4 in a low-scoring opening quarter here in Loveland. Mustangs still playing that 2-3 zone defense. Eagles trying to probe for a soft spot, and they find it on the backside. They find Olivas all by himself over there, and he converts and puts the Eagles in front for the first time tonight, 6-5. That zone defense not able to shift quick enough on that cross-court pass. Mustangs with half a minute to work with. Anderson up high, 25 seconds to go in the quarter. Right side is Bledsoe. Bledsoe cross-court pass is stolen away by the Eagles. 2-on-0 break. Schneider, or rather, Kimball almost catches up. I'm sorry, I've got the wrong name on that. Bledsoe almost catches up, and the ball on the floor. Eagles come up with it. They get a couple of putbacks, and as time expires, Mustangs come down with the rebound. Long pass to end the quarter as the buzzer sounds. A flurry of activity there, but not a lot of scoring by either team. After 1 quarter of play, Thompson Valley 6, Fort Morgan 5. Back after this on B106. Ready for quarter number 2. The second half of the doubleheader. The Fort Morgan boys trail by a single point in a low-scoring first quarter here at Thompson Valley High School in Loveland. It's the Eagles 6, the Mustangs 5. Fort Morgan has the opening possession of the second quarter. A couple passes and a reverse layup. A right-handed shot from the left side by Schneider. No good. Ball on the floor. Fought for by Scott Baker. And I think we're going to use the arrow to put it back into play. The Eagles will have the possession arrow. 8 seconds into the second quarter. Fort Morgan girls were defeated in the first half of this doubleheader. The boys led most of the first quarter, but again, a low-scoring first quarter. And Olivas opens up the scoring here in the second quarter with a bucket a couple feet inside the arc, makes it 8-5. Eagles. Fort Morgan working against full court pressure. Anderson gets it across the timeline, has it swatted away, gets it back himself, but it was touched by an Eagle, so he gets to pick it up in the backcourt, gets it ahead to Baker. Baker almost travels, tries to get it over to Schneider, and Eagle steps in the passing lane, turnover on the Mustangs. 7:15 to go in the opening quarter. Eagles lead at 8-5, three-point attempt. Reeling off, no good. Baker with the rebound, can't hang on, goes out of bounds. The officials confer, and they say last touch by the Mustangs. From our angle, we're quite a ways away compared to the officials, but it looks like, actually the Mustangs are going to have the ball. So it looks like that worked out pretty well for Fort Morgan. And Nevin McConnell will throw it in. Again, a 1-2-2 zone press. They're matching up on the front end of that. And the full court pressure has almost led to a couple turnovers. The Eagles swatted out of bounds, but the Mustangs will retain possession. They'll throw it in on the far sideline, near half court. Pass it into the backcourt. That's Leo Lopez. He had the opening three-pointer of the ball game, then sat out a few minutes. He almost throws it away. Left side is Zwetzig, who's in the ball game now. His first point of the night. So Tony Zwetzig with a pair. Makes it 8-7. Driving the left baseline is Palmerloo. His first points of the ball game, and it's 10-7 Eagles, and the Mustangs turn it over in the center court circle. T.J. Snyder was trapped there in a double team and was whistled for a traveling. So the Eagles with a 3-point lead. That's the biggest lead by either team tonight. The Mustangs have led by 3. Now Thompson Valley leads by 3, 10-7. So the Eagles throw it in from the far sideline. No pressure being put on by the Mustangs till they drop back into a man-to-man now. They've been playing a zone earlier. Fort Morgan in man-to-man pressure defense now. Thompson Valley working the perimeter, looking for cutters, looking for that outside shot. They were able to find the top side of the back side of the zone defense. Now they're working for a shot, get one. The rebound fought for. Loose ball on the floor, scramble, and a foul is going to be called. Let's see who that's on. It might be on the Mustang. That is going to be on Aaron Anderson. There was quite a scrum for the ball there, and Anderson whistled for his first personal. Third team foul on the Mustangs. We're 10 minutes into this game. Just 3 fouls on Fort Morgan, only 1 foul on Thompson Valley. Neither team has gone to the free throw line yet. 6 minutes to go in the first half. Thompson Valley working to get that man-to-man being played by the Mustangs. Now a nice play. They find Smith down low. I think that was Rohrbach with that assist. And Smith gets the 2 points, and he'll be to the free throw line to try to convert that into a 3-point play. Pretty looking play, and that is a foul on Aaron Anderson. So he gets 2 quick fouls back-to-back, and he'll take a seat on the bench next to Coach Unrein. Nick Garber checks back in for Fort Morgan, and Smith is able to convert on the 3-point play. That extends the lead to 6, 13-7. Biggest lead for the Eagles tonight. Fort Morgan led 3-0. And now the Eagles lead is 13-7. Steal and a breakaway layup by Smith. He just stepped into that passing lane at midcourt and had an unmolested breakaway layup. 15-7. Now that pressure is starting to affect the Mustangs, and Coach Unrein wants a timeout. 5.5 minutes to go in the opening quarter. Thompson Valley 15, Fort Morgan 7. Back after this on V106. Holly Creighton back at Thompson Valley High School. Trenton Klimper playing the commercials back in Studio B, putting me back on the air and bringing you the ball game tonight. Appreciate your joining us on this first ball game of the new year. Fort Morgan girls dropped their game to the Eagle Valley, or the Thompson Valley Eagles, I should say. The Mustangs on the possession after the timeout missed that shot by Schneider. Rebound to the Eagles, and they have found the range. Smith, his third bucket of the quarter, extends it to a 10-point lead, 17-7. And Colin Smith, the 6'3 sophomore, has found the range here in the quarter. He's the leading scorer on the floor right now with 7 points. 5 minutes to go in the opening quarter. Mustangs need to find the key to breaking this press. They turn it over in the backcourt right now. Thompson Valley setting on the secondary break, and Smith again in the paint, and he has 9 points here in the quarter, 19-7. So the sophomore lighting it up, and the Mustangs turn it over on the press again, but they get it right back. That's Zwetzig going to the hoop. He forces it, but he's going to be bailed out by the official and sent to the free throw line to shoot a pair. So the teams exchange turnovers there. And Zwitzig will be at the free throw line to shoot a pair. First one is no good. Zwitzig will have another. Fort Morgan trailing by 12 now, 19-7. And the second one is good. Tony Zwitzig makes 1 out of 2, makes it 19-8, 4.5 minutes to go in the opening half. And Schneider, did he get called with his third personal just now? He's going to have to come out. He stuck a knee into that guy going around him. He's coming out. The scoreboard has just one. I'm sorry, it's Anderson that has 2. Schneider with his first, but he is coming out of the ball game right now. 5 team fouls for the Mustangs. Eagles working that. Smith in the lane, kicks it out. 3-point attempt. That was a set shot by Pomerleau. The rebound came out just as far. The Eagles got it, and now they see Smith down low. He's in double figures here in the quarter. He has 11, and it's over half of the Eagles' points as they lead 21-18. The sophomore just lighting it up for the Eagles here in quarter number 2. Mustangs need to find the combination, and they throw it out of bounds on their half-court offense, and another turnover by the Mustangs. Trailing now 21-8. It was 6-5 Eagles at the end of the first quarter. We're halfway through the second quarter, and it's 21-8 in favor of Thompson Valley. Now they lose the handle. Baca had it scored out of bounds. Turnover to the Mustangs. Nope, they're going to say Thompson Valley has the ball. So it was knocked away by a Mustang. The officials reversed themselves, or at least the players were momentarily confused. The Eagles will throw it in under their own basket. Mustangs matching up. Long 3-point attempt, no good. Follow-up by Smith, no good. Maybe he cooled down a little bit there, but the Eagles get another rebound, and now the Mustangs snap it away in the lane. They're trying to do a break, and Zwitzig has it bounce around on the rim. And long after basically the basket had cleared, Smith is called for a foul. That's kind of one of those, the referee waited to see if it had an effect, and he decided it did. It looked like a late whistle, but that's an excellent way to make that call. Wait to see if it actually had an effect. The Mustangs will throw it in under their own basket. 13 foul on the Eagles, first on Smith. Boy, the Mustangs would like to see him get in foul trouble. He did it up from inside. And the Mustangs, a 3-point attempt. That's Garver, no good. Rebound on the floor, and a foul in the ensuing scramble will be on the Eagles. Their fourth. The first individual foul on Baca, and a turnover on the throw-in. The Mustangs on the line, and it goes immediately over to the Eagles. 3 minutes to play in the opening quarter, or in the opening half, 21-8. Thompson Valley leading Fort Morgan. A layup, miss, follow-up, good, and they're going to the line. That is Baca, his first bucket for the Eagles, and he'll be going to the free throw line as Thompson Valley extends their lead now to 23-8. Coach Unrein's going to send Schneider and Anderson back into the ball game. And at the free throw line will be Baca. Off the back of the rim, no good. Anderson comes down with the rebound for the Mustangs. So Schneider and Anderson with a little bit of a breather. They're back in. See if those fresh legs make a difference here in the final 3 minutes of the first half. Fort Morgan trailing 23-8 at Thompson Valley. Garber working left baseline, loses the handle. Eagles quickly on the fast break the other direction. Secondary break, they kick it out just inside the arc, no good. Rebound on the floor, kick it back out, outside the arc. No shot attempt. Now they're going to reset, work that offense around the perimeter. Wide open three-pointer is good by Olivas. The first triple of the night for the Eagles makes it 26-8. Olivas was wide open on this side. The Mustangs having real difficulty in defending that weak side of the defense, and the Eagles able to capitalize with those cross-court passes. Inside to Schneider from Anderson. Schneider converts. Nice play by TJ. Good assist from Aaron Anderson there. That makes it 26-10. Eagles left baseline, open 10-footer, no good. Schneider rips down the rebound, and he's fouled. Let's see who that's on. Schneider went high, pulled it down. A couple of Eagles grabbed in there behind him. And Smith does get that foul. That's his second personal. He's Colin Smith. We've talked about him, 6'3" sophomore, has 11 points here in the quarter. That's nice to see him get a couple of quick fouls, and he's still on the floor. Maybe the Mustangs can get one more on him, attack that position, get him in foul trouble before halftime. Smith with the follow-up, no good, follows it up again, and he has 13 points in the quarter, 28-10, with 90 seconds to go here in the half. The Eagles leading the Mustangs here at Thompson Valley High School. Mustangs need to get it across the timeline. They do. That's Lopez who's dribbling. He gets it right side to Anderson. Swish from about 17 feet away, just inside the arc. So Anderson with his first bucket of the night makes it 28-12. Eagles pressing it down the floor, and a foul on, let's see who got that. I think it might have been Schneider. He wound up on the floor. He did. That's his second. So he's going to come out with a minute 8 left to go. And Wes Anderson, I believe, checking in. The 1-1 for the Eagles, and they miss it. That is Anderson, Wes Anderson, in for the Mustangs. Aaron Anderson, and the Mustangs now pass ahead, turn it over on a traveling call. Final minute of this half, 28-12. The Mustangs trailed by a single point at the end of the first quarter. Neither team able to really get untracked. The only player in the whole game that's really gotten untracked is Colin Smith for the Eagles. He shoots one from 10, swish. He has 15 points in the quarter, half of the points scored by the Eagles, and they lead at 30-12. Mustangs with 30 seconds to go, working the right baseline. Up high to Garber, swatted away by the Eagles, breakaway by Olivas, layup, and he's given a little bump by Anderson. That's Wes Anderson, and they'll be going to the free throw line after the bucket with a chance to make it a three-point play. So that's Wes Anderson's first personal, and 8th on the Mustangs. Free throw is no good. 32-12 with 23 seconds to go in the opening quarter. This has been an amazing quarter for the Eagles, and mostly for sophomore Colin Smith. He has 15 in the quarter. Mustangs steal it away. 14 seconds left to go. Up ahead to Anderson. Ball on the floor. Almost saved by the Eagles. They almost stole it away. They stepped out of bounds. The Mustangs will have 8.3 to work with. Aaron Anderson will throw it into Lopez. Back to Anderson. 5 seconds. Time is going to expire. He takes a shot from the baseline. Goes over the rim, and the Eagles rebound. A half-court shot to end the half. And after 1 quarter of play, it's Thompson Valley 32, Fort Morgan 12. After trailing by 1 at the end of the first quarter, the Eagles lit it up here in the second quarter and extended their lead to 20. 32-12 at halftime. from Thompson Valley, the Eagles over the Mustangs. We'll come back and recap the first half after this on B106.